Well, I'm back here on the 37 Dodge. My buddy changed me or traded me some wheels here. He wanted the ones I had. And he gave me these. They look okay, but they really interfere with the fender, you can see. So I'm going to do those back. I got a tachometer. It wasn't working in the Dodge. So I hooked it up on the outside. It worked. And then I took all the time to put it in here. And now it don't work, so I'm returning that. I'm just trying to get this thing cleaned up. Get it cleaned up and get it sold. So this was missing a bottom piece here. So I cut a big piece of, well, it's not angle iron, it was Z iron. But I cut it off 3 inches and I just welded it into the bottom of the bed here and cleaned it up. It looks much better than it did. There's nothing hanging down there. I could go into there and clean up my wires, but it'll work good here with the tailgate. This thing sat out there in the weather for a couple weeks. Got a little rust on it here and there, but it fired right up and looks okay. It looks like my wood there for my bed's a little crooked, but a couple decals on it here, and got one on the light. Makes it look a little better. I don't know what I'm going to do here. I've got some pretty good dents in it that I probably should fix. It's a lot of work trying to get this thing sorted. I'm just leaving it kind of like it is, so nobody can say, well, it's covered with Bondo. It's not. It's all solid steel. No Bondo on it here except a little bit there in that door. I've got I gotta find me a gas cap to put on there. There's no gas in it, but it makes it look better. I do have a rusted out place right here in the bottom of the cab corner, and the door, you see there, see the ground, the whole bottom of the door has got to be replaced. So I'll do that. That's some metal work I can do. I'll probably take it out and turn it around. Press on getting this thing sold. Well, I'm gonna try to make me a bumper here. A little cat, and decide to keep him. Anyway, I'm gonna make it about the center of the bumper. I mean, fender, center of the fender to the center of the fender. And I'll put it under this round spot here with another piece of pipe, and I'll figure out how to bolt it to the frame. This old piece that's laying here is probably just about the right size. Anyway, I'll crawl around under here and see what I got and how I'm going to mount it, and I'll show you that. I welded a couple pieces of pipe up in there into the frame. They're just tacked right now, and I got me another pipe. I've just got it blocked up there. I can move it up and down to level it. It looks all right. better than just a bare nothing. So anyway, I'm gonna do a little more grinding. I got this one cut pretty good enough to weld it, and that one needs a little more work, but I'll go ahead and grind this up a little, and then I'll tack it, and then I'll try to make sure that it's level with the body. I've got the car level up there, and of course I'll have to put a level on this and make sure it's the same, but don't look too bad. We'll see what happens. Well, I started welding this up, and I got it welded in here pretty good, and then ran out of wire. I knew that was going to happen. My gas is low too. I usually buy a big roll from the welding supply place, but my gas is about out. So I called Napa, which is just a few minutes from here, and they got some wire, so I'll run up there and get a roll of wire and put it in. I got my wire changed. Yeah, this is 40 or something, I don't remember. P3, and it was 30 thousandths. And what I got was this 40 wire here, ER70S, and it's 35 thousandths. This is on sale. Normally it was like 70 bucks, but they had it for 40. It's 35 thousandths. I changed the tip on my welder. I had changed the heat range a little. I got it pretty much set here. You can see it made a pretty decent weld. I need to kind of buff this off a little. The bumper's in, you can stand on it. It's plenty strong. It looks like it's low on the right side, but the whole truck kind of looks low. There is a ½ inch difference between one side and the other, and measuring on the fenders it was ½ inch, but what I did was level the, I think I accidentally hit the zoom, but I leveled the truck there, and then I leveled the bumper and put it on, so it's pretty close. These tires are not the tires that go on it. Boy, I thought, man, this thing is really hard to drive compared to the little Chrysler over there. And I got to looking here, man, these are 10-inch wide tires, so it makes it no power steering plus wide tires. Anyway, the bumper's on here. It's welded into the frame good. It's not a really good bumper, but it's probably good for 4 or 5 mile/hour crash. The main thing is that it sort of cleaned that front end up a little bit. I'll kind of clean it up and throw some paint on it, and it'll look much better. Well, that rod didn't do too bad. Anyway, I got this bumper welded on. Looks pretty straight with the car. Yeah, I don't know. I know my garage floor is not really straight either, so, but it looks pretty good. And it's in strong. You can stand on it. It's not really a a super good bumper or anything. But it's in. It don't look bad, not bad for a rat rod. And I had some Rust-Oleum black paint, so I just brushed a coat on there. I think it'll be fine once it dries. Tail part here looks pretty good. I just sprayed it with semi-gloss, but cleaned up the back pretty good. I don't know what else I'll do. I gotta find me a gas cap. I got one around here somewhere. Well, here's the pretty much the end of the saga of the Dodge truck. I went around here and put stuff on it, like this is a trim ring. I got some stuff in the cab. No antifreeze. This grill needs to be bolted down. You know how to get the windows apart, starting instructions, where the keys are. I got all of the window trim and stuff in here. Here's the third wheel. Don't really have a tire for it. The brake shoes for the rear, spotlight. But that panel I put down there below the tailgate, that looks real good. Needs to clean up the wires a little. But basically, the truck's all done. Starts good, runs good, battery's charged. I think I'll throw a battery charger on it right now too anyway. It's a pretty good battery, but I don't want to have to fool with it when the shipper gets here. I should be able to drive it straight out. Drive it up into his trailer. Really nice fella bought it. Gonna make a father-son project out of it. I'm really glad to see it go to a good home. I'll do a little bit more video when I load it up. Well, it's starting to get dark and cold. Still waiting for the shipper. I'm all ready to go. I did have lights here on the house a minute ago. We're just waiting. Well, shipper finally showed up. Drove it up into his truck. He took lots of pictures. I didn't get a video of it going in, but there it is. Bye bye, Mr. Truck.